Hey guys, so if you haven't seen my last video, go down to my channel. It'll be down below. But let's get back into it. So the last video was talking about the Thanksgiving ride when my husband brought up some shit in the past and literally was doing a tit for tat or whatever. But anyway, this was now fast forward after Thanksgiving, after Christmas. I mean, I don't think anything really happened at Christmas. So yeah, it was past it. I was getting ready to, I was like, so yeah, around Christmas this time, I was pregnant, I was going to work. This was the time when the government shut down and my husband was not working for about a month. And, I told him, I said, let's get the baby stuff ready. I want the crib ready. I want everything ready. Since you're home all the time, let us, I want you to paint everywhere. So I want him to paint everywhere. We got new paint. I went and picked out all the paints that I wanted in the house. All he had to do was just start painting, right? We got the paint because, as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I want the house to be better. Like, I want the house to be fixed up. I want it to be better and stuff like that. So I got the paint. Like, we were supposed to paint from August. And he knew he was supposed to paint from August. And he literally painted from August to December. He painted one freaking room. And it was all this bullshit. I'm going to work and blah, blah, blah. And bullshit, whatever. So now he's not working. And I'm like, great, you can go and paint these rooms. I'm not doing this bullshit anymore. I want you to paint the rooms. He was painting these rooms and it was like fighting forever to make him paint these rooms. It was ridiculous to get everything ready. It was so crazy. I had to fight with him to do that shit. But that was pretty much happening in December. I met my brother for the first time. I knew that I had a brother back in Jamaica, from my dad's side. And I never met him, but he finally came up in December. What else was happening? Early December, I was promoted to, early December, I was promoted to case manager, because where I was at, I was an employment specialist. I was doing my thing, trying to do it. And I ended up becoming a case manager, which was really great. That's what I wanted to be. But then they demoted me back to employment specialist. And I was so tight. When you're pregnant, your emotions go crazy, bro. So I was really tight. I was upset. I was like, I can't believe that they did that. And they did it because of the person who trained me to be a case manager. She was doing it completely wrong. So I was following what she was supposed to be doing. And they didn't give me any other training. And so they were just like, oh, you got to demote her or whatever. They did something. It was some grimy shit or whatever. So I was really upset. I ended up I wasn't really talking to the girl that, trained me or whatever. We used to be friends, but then I wasn't, I was just I'm not having this. I was just to myself. I was crying all the time and things like that. It was just a miserable time after that, during my job. And so after that, I went and, it was January or whatever. And January time, I was supposed to have my baby shower. My sister and my husband work at the same place. They work in the government. The government was shut down. My sister was supposed to be, doing stuff for my baby shower. We planned it around her because she said, oh, do it on a long weekend or whatever. I think it was Martin Luther King's birthday or whatever. That was the time I had my baby shower. I planned it out, everything like that. My mom and my sister ended up getting into a huge fight. My sister never showed up for the baby shower. And my mom was like, that's fucked up and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, fuck you. And my mom was like, oh, you're supposed to have money to, you know, saved up, you've been working for years, how you have no money, how you not gonna do whatever. So they kind of ruined my baby shower, my sister and my mom, because they fought the night before my baby shower, the Friday night. They fought. My sister cursed my mom out, and it was just like, oh my God, it was so stressful. And then my mom was like, oh, like it's at her house, she's supposed to plan it, but she's just like, oh, I'm just not gonna be involved with you kids and blah blah blah. And then she just went in her room and locked the door. And I literally had to plan, set up, and host my baby shower. I had to do all of that. I had to go the day of, like, people were bothering me, like, oh, when the game's gonna start, like, all of this shit. I had to do everything myself. Literally, no one fucking helped me. None. I decorated myself. I picked out all the things. I went everywhere and did it. And literally, these things, this is why I'm like, bro, like, I can only rely on my fucking self. I can't even rely on my husband. And I'll tell you that after that. But that was January. Like, that was fucked up or whatever. So now February comes, right? And I'm 9 months pregnant, or 9 months pregnant, whatever. And I'm there, like, okay, like, you know, just going to my job. My husband's still not working. Things like that. No, I think he's working now. I think actually he's working now. But I'm calling him because I remember my work life was miserable or whatever. So one day I'm driving, bro, and I have to drive every day in this thing. So one day, I get into a car accident. It's not a bad car accident or whatever. This guy was being an asshole. He wouldn't let me into the lane, but I'm already in the lane, so I'm just going and he's going, and then I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? So I ended up just zooming off and, like, you know, just going in because I'm already in the lane, so there's no way to not do it. Like, I'm already in the lane. It's like inevitable. Like, it's, oh well, tough shit. And he ended up following me into the gas station, was like, oh, you hit my car, or you hit my car. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm 9 months pregnant, bro. I'm 9 months pregnant. And I am, like, really, really, like scared, like, because he's, like, coming at me, like, charging at me. So I ended up calling the cops because I'm like, dude, like, I call the cops. I'm like, I'm 9 months pregnant, and this guy said I hit his car, and he's, like, coming at me or whatever. So they're like, lock yourself in the car, and we're gonna bring a police officer with you or whatever, to you. And so they ended up coming. This guy is even, like, being mad aggressive to the cops, and the cops was like, whoa, you better relax yourself before I fucking arrest your ass. And I'm just like, they were like, are you sure? Like, I had, like, marks on my car already. They were like, you sure this didn't happen? I was being honest, like, 100%. Nah, he didn't do this to my car. Nothing happened to my car. Like, it's fine. Like, he said that I scratched it, but that doesn't make any sense because what happened, right? It didn't make no sense. He had one little scratch, like someone keyed his car on his, like, passenger side door. And I was already in the thing, so he would have, like, the only way to do that is if my, like, head of my car would have touched that part, and it never did. So he just fucking lied, but he got away with it anyway, and which I found is so bullshit because I was being 100% honest. And I said, no, I didn't even hit his car. You know, you can tell when you hit somebody's car or scratch somebody's car. You can tell. But no, I didn't hit no one's car. He just wanted to get a payout or whatever, at which he did, which fucking was ridiculous. He ended up claiming that I smashed his whole car. But I think they thought that because we had a police report. So they reported everything. So anyway, that happened. I tried to call my husband. He did not answer. When I got into a car accident, he did not answer. And I'm just like, this is something that I kept talking to him about this. Like, I kept saying this to him. And he didn't... Like, honestly, he did not give a shit. Like, ugh, that stresses me out. But I guess this is going to be a part 2 because there's a little bit more to this story. So I hope you guys like this video. And please go see part 2. All right. Peace.